Good morning. Today is July 14th and we just got back from a 4-day weekend camping trip, and I've reached all the berries I possibly can, and this is probably the second picking of any quantity, and I just wanted to show everybody how big some of these berries are. Aren't they huge? Now I've got some that are like regular size, but look at how big those are. And the only thing that I can say is it's got to be because I trimmed them back in late February, very early March, before the last freeze. I trimmed all the old canes, and now, I still have a whole bunch at the top that I can come back and get. There's still some that are red. So I already picked 2 cups of berries, so enough for 1 jam, and then I've got all of these. So that's maybe a cup and a half, maybe 2 cups, maybe. So I at least have 2 batches of jam. I just wanted to show you really quick what these raspberry bushes started out as. This is what they look like. They were wild raspberry bushes. I just moved them to the side of the driveway because I figured that would be the least intrusive place. They can't escape too far. And that's how much they've grown in that tiny little space. So it just shows you how much you can do in just a little space. It's right next to the driveway, so it's not a big deal. It doesn't take up any other unused space. It's in between the air conditioning unit and the wall of the house. Otherwise completely unused corner. That's how much you can do. That's how much food. I've got at least 2 batches of jam, plus we've eaten a whole bunch that were just fresh. All from tiny little plants that look like that. 2 of them. Okay, I already harvested a whole bunch yesterday, and I just did a tiny little video of it because there was a lot when we came back from vacation. But I wanted to have a salad today, and right now these are the only greens that I have. So I have a few more peas and some of these greens, and that will be today's harvest. So this is the bucket that I planted with green salad bowl lettuce. I like it. It's very frilly, it's very tasty. And it happened to be the one that was over there, and I really liked it, and it started to bolt, so that's the only reason I pulled that out, and I put some radishes there instead. So this will be my second cutting of this bucket of salad bowl lettuce. Okay, this is what it looks like after I trimmed it all up. I got a couple there sticking out, but I think I'll just leave those. Some of them are kind of tall, I guess from the heat, maybe just because it's the second cutting that I did. But that's what it looks like after I trim it up for a salad, and that's all the greens that I have for today. So that'll make a good size 2-person salad. I think I'm gonna grab some peas. I still have a few peas that are tiny, so I might grab some of those and stick that on the salad too. While I'm here, I just realized there's more of these strawberries that are becoming ripe. I had my first ripe one yesterday, and it was the best strawberry I have ever had. It has pink blossoms, and it starts blooming off of the first year runners, which is incredible. I didn't know that that was possible, but apparently it is. So this was actually runners from a Mother's Day gift that I gave my mom, and they had all of the runners hanging down on it, so I just trimmed them off and put them in a little bit of water for a little while, and then transferred them over to dirt, and they grew roots right away. And I put them in here, and then I thought, oh, well, that was silly because now I wasted the space because they won't fruit the first year, and there you go. So you just never know what you're gonna get, and look at that. That's a huge berry. I'm gonna pick that one today. They're really good. They're so sweet. It just rained really heavy a couple of days in a row, so I'm not sure if that's why they're so sweet, but they're really pretty. I would love to know what they're called because I would love to plant some more of these. So if anybody knows, let me know. Not bad for today, considering so much that I already picked yesterday. Got about 4 green beans in there that I probably will add to a refrigerator pickle brine, and you can just add, you know, the odds and ends. Like, I have a pretty small garden, so I end up with, you know, maybe 3 or 4 green beans and not enough to really cook for a family. Although I did last night, but then the occasion that I don't, you can't really, they're not easy to save. So you can take the odds and ends of vegetables that you don't have enough for an actual serving, and not enough to make a little stir fry, cut them up and pickle them. And this tomato I accidentally must have cut off or popped off when I was trimming and pruning this morning. So I'll see if I can ripen that little guy. If not, I might pickle that too and see what pickled green tomatoes taste like. But not too bad for today. And the whole bottom is filled with berries. So all this from my little garden. It's very encouraging, and I hope it encourages you too, because I never thought that I was a gardener. I never thought that I could do very well at gardening, and it is just amazing what can be grown. So I hope my little videos encourage you to plant something. I mean, I have, I think, 55 or 45 containers of vegetables. Everything from peas to pumpkins. So I hope it encourages you to plant something too. Alright, well, thank you for joining me this morning on my little harvest. Hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you back for my garden tour. Bye-bye.